It's time for the video that gets me views. Hooray. Hello and good evening, YouTube. Welcome back once again to Nostradamus Predictions. This time, we're headed to Martinsville. In the previous episode, we weren't even close. I think it predicted most of the wrecks. I think. But like everything else was like, no. We've only got 36 entrances again. But let's pretend like the sport's healthy, guys. Let's pretend like this isn't what everyone wanted from the beginning. This week we're going to Martinsville. I was gonna have the gimmick be where I eat a hot dog for this entire episode while trying to do the predictions. But the thing is, I hate hot dogs. So, this one is going to be... I forgot what one this is. Oh, this is the fall 2017 Martinsville race. That's not the one that everyone expected me to do. However, we can't do that one yet. We're saving the best Martinsville race for last. Patience, loyal viewers. In any case, why don't we get this show on the road? The front row consisted of Eric Alvarola on the outside, and your pole sitter will be Jimmy Johnson. I mean, it is Martinsville. Crazier things have happened. The first caution of the day occurred on lap 37 when the cars of DJ Kennington and Ty Dillon wrecked in turn 1. They went on to finish last. Looks like plastic's gonna be completely irrelevant this week. And just as DJ Kennington makes his glorious return to the Cup Series, it's gone. Just like that. And y'all know what that means. It's time to wipe these drivers from our memories. That's right, Jeff Burton's in this race. Forgot about that. No one pit. Truly the most important part of this entire video is the fact that no one pit after the first caution. The race restarted on lap 45 and it remained green for 18 laps when the second caution of the race flew on lap 63 when Daniel Hemrick spun out in turn 4. Looks like the beginning of Daniel Hemrick's bipolar adventures in the Cup Series is beginning sooner than usual. And the battle off pit road was won by Clint Boyer. Great. Guess he's gonna win one race and be completely irrelevant for the rest of the season again. The race restarted on lap 69 and it remained green for 19 laps before Ryan Newman wrecked, ending his race. That's a shame. I thought that this would be one of the few races where Newman would actually be relevant. He's gotten so much more speed since going to Roush. Like, the thing is, he has had better qualifying and early race pace than he did at RCR, but he's fallen off so badly that he's fallen out, he finishes outside the top 20, so. But I think at a place like Martinsville, he would be able to compensate for that, but I guess Nostradamus just ain't having that shit today. When the race restarted, it remained green until the end of the first stage of lap 135, won by... Alright, time for stuff that's actually relevant. Who is the winner of the first stage? I told you! I told you! He didn't wreck out of the race, but here he comes back up to the front. And I don't even need to change this. Don't even need to change it. When the race restarted, it remained green until the end of the stage, which was won by Daniel Hemrick. The first car off pit road was none other than Jimmy Johnson. Desperately trying to be relevant in this race. We'll see if Nostradamus lets it continue. The race restarted on lap 140 and remained green for the entire stage, won by Daniel Suarez. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. The fact that the stage remained green the entire time, never mind the fact Suarez won, but someone did blow an engine. And it was Harvick. Ooh. Kevin Harvick blew an engine, ending his race. Yowza. Yowza in my trousers. Literally, I'd be 100% okay with this happening. He really hasn't done much in Martinsville in the past 5 years, though, so... And the first car off of the pit lane was... Chastain. Alright. Cool. The race restarted on a lap 272, and it remained green for 32 laps. Sixth caution of the race flew on lap 304 when Matt Tifft crashed into the inside wall in the backstretch, and he was out of the race. Wow. I mean, I'm not complaining. I could take him out of the list. Like, that's a win in itself. Race restart on lap 3:14, and the 7th caution of the race flew 3 laps later when Kurt Busch wrecked in turn 3, ending his race. No, that's not cool, guys. I think he got his first win at Roush at Martinsville, and he got his first win at Stewart-Haas at Martinsville. I mean, this could have been the week for Kurt Busch to bullshit out a win. I guess it's just not going to happen. Man, Nostradamus giveth and Nostradamus taketh away. Race restart on lap 3:22, and remaining green for 40 laps. The 8th caution of the race flew on lap 3:62 when Chris Buescher spun out in turn 4, ending his race. This has just been a shit show. Basically, this is just the race where Vickers wrecked all the time. But instead of just Vickers wrecking, it's everyone. The race restarted on lap 368 and it remained green for 91 laps. The 9th caution of the race flew on lap 459 for A16, who wrecked out of the race. Who wrecked? Denny Hamlin. I like the fact that we focused on everyone wrecking and like not who's been leading the race for the past 400 laps. And the winner off of pit road was Ryan Blaney. That's right. This was one of the 4 races that Blaney should have won last year. That's right. I forgot all about that. Let's hope that changes. It won't change because nothing changes. The race restarted on lap 465 and remained green for 28 laps. The 10th caution of the race flew on lap 493 when, a multi-car wreck. Instead of just one guy ending his own race, it's 2 guys. And those 2 guys are Kyle Larson and Kyle Larson. Great. It's amazing. There's still upwards of 30 names in this list, and it goes Larson. Corey LaJoy also wrecked. Alright, good. We got 2 people who are extremely relevant wrecking today. The race restarted on lap 497. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the race. Stuff might actually happen at this point. Race leader Landon Castle, cause of course, chose the outside line with Matt DiBenedetto running on the inside. So that means that, wait a minute, that DiBenedetto was on the inside, so he would have, okay. Matt DiBenedetto ran Castle's car up the racetrack to take the lead until Ryan Blaney raced to his back bumper, made contact, and spun Matt DiBenedetto into the wall and crashed, sending the race into overtime. Oh man. Ryan Blaney getting rough with the guy trying to save his career. My goodness gracious. Even I'm kind of surprised with the speed in the 95. They're very strange. They have speed occasionally. Like, sometimes DiBenedetto runs in the top 10. But then other times he's just in 24th like Kane was all of last year. And it's like, could DiBenedetto do good here? He's really good at qualifying at Richmond. We'll see if he can make the final round at Richmond, and we'll see if if he's still on the lead lap after the first stage. But DiBenedetto's been strange this year. I don't know what to think. Well, the race started with 2 laps to go. Looks like, ouch. Jimmy Johnson moved Paul Menard up the track as a multi-car crash unfolded on the final lap. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the race in a photo finish was none other than the moment of truth. Jimmy Johnson! Jimmy Johnson finally wins again! Nostradamus knew what he was talking about, y'all. Nostradamus, like, this played out perfectly, because this is exactly what happened. Johnson moved him up the track and got to the line first. Nostradamus, with 100% confidence, believes that Jimmy Johnson is winning, and you know what? I totally see it. I thought he'd do good at California, and he ran really good for the first half of the race, and then the caution that screwed everyone besides Busch over ruined his race and a bunch of other people's races. We are in Martinsville. He has had a lot more speed this year than last year. If there's any place that he can get it done, it's here or Dover. I could totally see this happening. Jimmy Johnson winning at Martinsville this week, I could totally see happening. I think he's usually better at the fall race, but it's Martinsville, so what you gonna do? Well, there you have it. A very interesting race. We're gonna have several people wreck, basically. But that's weird because it didn't pick Truex ever. It didn't pick BJ McLeod ever, who I changed to Jeb Burton. So it never picked Jeb Burton, you know? A very, very interesting race where not much happens to the usual Nostradamus suspects. It picked Blaney several times. It picked Hemrick several times. I didn't see Ryan Preece at all. And, you know, it is a short track, so maybe, you know, Preece can use actual talent to get up to the front of the field instead of relying on a piece of shit car. Anyway, the point is, that's Nostradamus predictions for this week. You're gonna want to tune in next week because I think you're gonna like it. I think you're really gonna enjoy the next version of this. But for now, this has been Nostradamus predictions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Kamikaze Games, you are a faggot. I hope you get raped to death.
If you're with me, like this comment. That's the joke. That's the joke. That's the joke, you fucking dolt. That's the joke. That's the joke. Everyone's now laughing at you. The only thing that should have been deleted was you during your fetal stage.